Well, good morning, everybody. Happy day 3 of week number 6 for the Spell a Day Challenge. So, what is in your witchcraft today, my friends? Today, our witchcraft is going to have a little bit of divergence again because I didn't want to use the yellow dock. I wanted to use the maidenhair fern. So, instead of the yellow dock, which separates the energies, the maidenhair fern transmutes the energies. So we're going to be using a transmutation blend today for the application of wishes and desires being made manifest. So, what does this mean for you when it comes to what you're blending? Again, we're going to follow the order of narration, right? We want to transform something, so maidenhair fern is going to be our first ingredient today. What are we going to do? We're going to use about a tablespoon instead of a teaspoon, because I'm finding that I want to have enough of this to be able to use as a incense. I'm going to use it as an incense. Now, the thing is about the black walnut bark, you want to be careful because it might make you sneeze a lot. For those that are on certain medications, I don't recommend use of this. So check into that for your allergies and what drugs and such you're on from the medical institution. So be safe with that. Otherwise, maidenhair fern is going to be one of those. Myrrh is going to be another one of those. I'm only going to use a tablespoon of this, right? So this is a little bit of cooking meets witchcraft meets practicum, right? And so with the myrrh, we're using this as an augmentation thing. So we're augmenting the transmutation, right? So it's the second ingredient that we've got. And then we're moving right along into the black walnut bark, which in this case, I'm only going to use a tablespoon of this for my blend because I want it to be good, but I also want it to balance out with the maidenhair fern. So I want those two things to be kept in balance, with a lesser balance being up into the myrrh. Now, the reason why I'm doing it by measurement in this case is to give you an example of how you can alter the blends even within the blend itself, so that it's not all one part, one part, one part. It's one part, half part, one part. Okay? Or in this case, like you need 2.1 tablespoon, 2 tablespoons or 2 teaspoons to get into a tablespoon. So it's literally like the halfway mark. Sorry, math and the metrics in my head is like, what? No. So hopefully you're all having a fantastic day, and that your applications of this stuff are going to be something that you can use to change the situation, right? Like we've talked about it a little bit in some of the earlier weeks, where black walnut will help you change the situation by preventing the application of other things that exist in that area that are not conducive to the manifestation that you're looking for. Now, this means that you can use it to stop the interaction with spirits, right? You can transmute the thing that the spirits are doing, or the application that you don't want them to be doing in this case. So, for example, you're going to conjure spirits, or you're going to interact with spirits, and you need to shut down the region. You need to stop the magic, or you stop the manifestation from flowing. You can use this to transmute the energy to stop that effect. So this you can effectively use as a gate closure spell. Okay? So I talked about it a lot yesterday with the guys in the Zoom chat as we were streaming on Facebook. So if you haven't checked that out, go forward and go back and check it out. But it is designed for the application of creating a pathway for spirit, creating a pathway and a door through which things can be leveraged, right? So you can open it up and you can get those effects that you're looking for. In this case, we're using the walnut, which when working with the Goetia, I made a box that has black walnut sides. In order to prevent the interaction of the spirit from the world when it's not in use, when it's being uppity, when it's doing its own thing. And so that's why it goes in the black walnut box. It's basically like, nope, you're outside of time and space right now. You fucked off. Go into your box, think about what you've done, or the manifestation's just a little too much and it needs to be slowed down a lot. So you can slow it down by putting the spirit back in the box, putting it to rest for a little while, right? It's not entirely pissing it off. It's just calm your tits, buddy, into the box. Hang on, like I'm putting you away for a little bit. So today's conversation in the Zoom group is going to be really fantastic because Guy's actually going to be joining us. So we'll actually get to hear direct from him about what's going on with that spirit and the other types of spells that he's been up to in the background as he prepares his own rite of transformation for his development and the applications thereof. Because he is on the path of lifetime of magic, not just like once-off spells. So it's going to be good that you'll be able to get an interaction with him going. So for those of you that are in the chat thread right now, this is excellent. Like, so definitely tune in, definitely get involved with that. If you want to be a part of those groups, by all means, the Facebook group is free. The Zoom group right now is open to those that are engaging with a spell a day or engaging me with different applications of the work in ways where they want to apply different aspects of magic. They want to, they're either learning the herbal aspect of it, or they're either learning the summoning aspect of it, or they're doing the transformation aspect of it. Guy has the opportunity to talk about all of those because he's been a client, he's been a student, he's doing magic. He's what I've been working with on the back end to be able to help others better, right? And, you know, poor Guy thinks he's a guinea pig all the time, and he really isn't. So, you know, I'm the guinea pig. He gets he's the beneficiary of all of my experimentations on myself. So, with this blend that we're making today, it's, what's up, Mike? Good morning, man. So with this blend that we're making today, this is designed specifically so that way if you have to shut down manifestation that you can. So again, that ingredient list is black walnut, maidenhair fern, and myrrh. You do 2 tablespoons of the black walnut and the maidenhair fern, and you do half a tablespoon or a teaspoon of myrrh. So that way you get the potency in there, but you're still augmenting the effect of both the union of the black walnut and the maidenhair fern. So that's what you want to do. So, Mike, if you're up for it, I got a surprise. Well, I've got kind of a surprise for you. So if you're up for it, just type yes or no, but you want to get into a Zoom as soon as I get done with this. Because there's some fun shit that we can chat about today. It's all about getting you practical experience. So if you got time, man, just let me know. But yeah, this blend will help. Okay, rad. I'll get that started in just a sec. So this is ground down to a nice little powder. This will be added onto the incense coals. Again, this is a purgative, so it's not something you want to actually have a closed environment for. So when you're working with this particular blend, make sure that you've got the windows open, make sure that you've got the doors open, like it's a banishment thing, right? So you don't want to inhale this. It's not one of those things where you're right over the incense and you're trying to get the visions or whatever. No, this is like, get the fuck out, be gone with you bastards, bye-bye, and I'll see you later. So with that, my friends, get ready for some interesting chats when it comes to the Zoom that's about to start. So I will see you there. This ends the spell of the day for today. Thank you so much for catching up with me, and I will get this in a jar and start the Zoom. So thank you so very much. Yeah, absolutely, bro. Absolutely. That'll give me a chance to pack everything up. So we'll do it at about 10:30. So this will be fun. This will be really fun. Guys, anybody who wants to join, hit me up in Messenger. I'll shoot you the link. Today is a really neat day. Like, I'm excited. All right. Bye, y'all. Be safe. And remember, mind your allergies. Don't poison yourself. And don't be evil, motherfucker. All righty, man. Later, guys.